everything. I have so many things prepared for today. I literally went around my room just grabbing things, and I spent a lot of time thinking. And this video is gonna show that thinking, and also all of the chaos that came with it. But today I am all up in my bracelet get-ups and all of my necklaces that I love so much. Also, I have a tank over here that is currently running a filter, so the water might be super loud. But I'm really hopeful that it is not. I tried to do a test run earlier to see if it was like too loud. But I think we're gonna be okay. So, without further ado, I am going to give you the first trigger, which I think is gonna be spoons. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another ASMR. Now, I have everything. I have so many things prepared for today. I literally went around my room just grabbing things, and I spent a lot of time thinking. And this video is gonna show that thinking, and also all of the chaos that came with it. But today I am all up in my bracelet get-ups and all of my necklaces that I love so much. Also, I have a tank over here that is currently running a filter, so the water might be super loud. But I'm really hopeful that it is not. I tried to do a test run earlier to see if it was like too loud. But I think we're gonna be okay. So, without further ado, I am going to give you the first trigger, which I think is gonna be spoons. So, I have two of these plastic pink spoons. I kept seeing everywhere on TikTok and things like that, like people putting like I don't even know what they were just rubbing spoons over top of their mic. So we're gonna give it a try, and if it doesn't sound good, I'm not gonna do it. But I'm pretty sure it sounds good because every time I listen to it, it sounds amazing. So we're gonna try. I have no idea what that sounds like. I'm just gonna pray to God that it sounds okay. Just a little bit of whispering in between the spoon sounds. I also so update, I'm finally becoming an adult, and I've been applying, okay, first of all, I got my first car, which I'm so excited about. I've been applying to jobs, which means I'm gonna be getting money and saving up money so that hopefully I can buy a new mic. Because as much as I love this one, I want one of the fuzzy tops. Actually, I might be able to find a fuzzy top. I don't know what they're called, but the fuzzy part that goes on top of this mic here. I want to get one, and I don't know if I can buy that separately. I bet you I could. I hope you all are enjoying the spoons. Spoons, 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 spoons. video, and I want to get back on track of doing that. But every time I try and get back on track, I either have like school or I just get too busy or something like that. Anyway, let's get to painting. Painting. So I do have mousse. We're just gonna see how this sounds. It smells so good. It makes me hungry. I don't know, it just smells really good. I think the last time I tried this, it was with a foaming soap. But this time, it's different. This time, instead of staying as like a foam, it, kind of goes wet. So that, I don't know, it's just not like that big of a mess. I have to put more on here though, because, well, I was just praising how it goes like wet instead of as a foam. We might have to put more on here because it just is weird. That's alright. That's alright. We'll try again. Actually, while we're at it, I have some gloves, and I think I'm gonna try, if I can't lean away from the mic too far, I think I'm gonna try and put these on and play with some of the like foam stuff. So we'll just see how that sounds. Give you some glove sounds if I can get it on. There we go. That's nice. Even hearing it like outside headphones, it sounds nice. Next, I want to touch up on some, well, I want to talk about these lighters that I have. They're not really special lighters. One of them I got for Christmas, and it just looks really cool. And I love the sound of a lighter next to a mic. Like, I don't know why, it's just so satisfying. So, we're gonna give it a try. I'm pretty sure I've done it in another video before, but I also have a simple lighter, which does not have any sounds great anyway, so we're gonna try. It just looks cool and it sounds cool and I like it. So now we're gonna give this Zippo lighter a try, and it sounds so cool when it opens and closes. So, like I said, it doesn't have any fluid in it, but it is cool either way. Bottles are some of my favorite things. I have a shelf with some really cool bottles on it, including these. I have this one, and I have this one. And I want to do some tapping on them today because they are just so pretty, and I love them so much. And I've finally grown my nails out after what feels like forever. I finally have my nails grown out so I can actually make some pretty sick noises. I don't know if you can hear that. Now I have another jar here that isn't, it's not a bottle, but it's glass. And it sounds cool anyway, because it's got stuff. It's got stuff in it. So I have a whole desk over here. Not here, over there. That way. That has a lot of crystals and things on it. And I thought about maybe getting the crystals, but I'm not quite sure if I'll do something with those crystals specifically or what. But there are some really pretty rocks in here already and some coins. So I'm just gonna give this a tap and see how it sounds. In other news, I have finally started watching, I got to the end of Stranger Things. I had to restart the show because that 2-year-long hiatus with COVID, it took forever from the end of season 3 to start, from then to now, but I had watched it all the way to the end of season 3, and then, because I finished it, there wasn't any more content to watch, so I kind of fell off. But when I heard that there was an update, I was super, super fucking excited about it. So I waited around for an update, and when it finally came out, I just didn't get into it. I don't know what the problem was, but I did not start watching it until way later, when all of the spoilers were out, when everybody had finally, finished it. So now I am at the end of it. I think I'm on episode 8 of season 4, which I think is the last episode. Things have already been spoiled for me, which I'm sad to say. I'm not bad with spoilers. I will usually enjoy and watch things, even if I know the ending. But this one sorry. Next up, I have these two, I don't know what you would call these, but this is, like a face mask thingy from The Ordinary. And then this is, I have tapers to, like, stretch my ears that I am not wearing right now. But this is to help, like, make my ears, like oily so they can actually, like, go through and stretch my ears. So, we're gonna try and play around with these and see if they can make any fun, funky noises. I'm not sure, though. I've seen people play with these before, and they make, like, those noises. This doesn't do that for some reason. Hold on, just... I apologize for that last part, but my phone is running out of storage, and it's about to die. So, we're gonna be on our last leg today, and do a little bit of stimming, some fidget toy play, and a little bit of reading. We're going to be reading Loveless. This is a book that a friend recommended to me and let me borrow. I first started reading a little bit of it, so we're just going to start where I left off. I loved romance, always had. I loved Disney, especially the underappreciated and masterpiece that is The Princess and the Frog. I loved fanfiction, even fanfics for characters I knew nothing about, but Draco/Harry or Cora/Asami were my comfort reads. I loved thinking about what my own wedding would be like, a barn wedding with autumn leaves and berries, fairy lights and candles, my dress, lacy and vintage looking, my soon-to-be spouse crying, my family crying, me crying because I'm so happy, just so happy that I found the one. I just loved love. I knew it was soppy, but I wasn't a cynic. I was a dreamer maybe, who liked to yearn and believe in the magic of love, like the main guy from Moulin Rouge, who runs away to Paris to write about truth, freedom, beauty, and love, even though he should probably be thinking about getting a job so he can actually afford to buy food. Yeah, definitely me. I probably got this from my family. The wars believed in forever love. My parents were just as in love now as they were back in 91, when my mom was a ballet teacher and my dad was in a band. I'm not even joking. They were literally the plot of Avril Lavigne's Skater Boy, but with a happy ending. Both sets of my grandparents are still together. My brother married his girlfriend when he was 22. None of my close relatives have been divorced. Even most of my older cousins had at least partners, if not families of their own. I hadn't ever been in a relationship. I hadn't even kissed anyone. Jason kissed Karishma from my history class on this Duke of Edinburgh expedition and dated a horrible girl named Amy for a few months until he realized she was a knob. Pip kissed Millie from the academy at a house party, and also Nicola from our youth theater group at the dress rehearsal for Dracula. Most people had a story like that, a silly kiss with somebody they sort of had a crush on, or didn't really, and it didn't necessarily go anywhere, but that was a big part of being a teenager. But most people aged 18 have kissed someone. Most people aged 18 have had at least one crush, even if it's on a celebrity. At least half of everyone I know had actually had sex, although some of those people were probably lying, or they were just referring to a really terrible hand job or touching a boob. But it didn't bother me, because I knew my time would come.